The rain hasn't stopped for 3 straight days. Imagine the heavy, relentless sound just pouring down. Welcome to today's Explainer, where we're going to unpack a deeply moving story. It really starts with this incredibly cinematic atmosphere, right? Just a heavy downpour washing over an ancient village, completely setting the stage for a moment of profound vulnerability.
So, outside a small stone house on the very edge of this village, we find our main guy, a young man named Daniel. He's just standing there, silently in the rain. And in his hands, which are literally trembling by the way, he's clutching a folded letter. Now here's the real kicker. This isn't his first attempt to reach out. It's actually the 5th letter he's written to his father. And that heavy, unspoken weight hanging in the damp air, yeah, it's because those first 4 letters, they were never answered.
All right, let's dive into Section 1, the illusion of success. To really understand Daniel's current desperation, we've got to look back at the illusion that drew him away in the first place.
Years earlier, Daniel left home. And he didn't just leave, he left in a fury. His departure was totally fueled by this deep sense of resentment. In his mind, his dad was way too strict, the expectations were just impossible, and worst of all, his grand dreams were completely misunderstood by the one guy who was supposed to have his back. So, driven by all this fiery frustration, he just walked away. Didn't leave a note, didn't even say goodbye, just packed up and left.
His whole trajectory is basically a lightning-fast rise, followed by a totally devastating fall. On day 1, he leaves in anger. By year 1, he's out there successfully chasing wealth and admiration in all these distant cities. And for a little while, everything seems absolutely perfect. He's making money, making friends, getting admired, the whole shebang. But, as we know, success built without wisdom is incredibly fragile. By year 3, the money dries up, and guess what? Those so-called friends completely disappear. Fast forward to year 5, and it's a total collapse. His business fails, he gets sick, and he's left in absolute ruin. That vibrant city that once welcomed him with open arms, yeah, it suddenly doesn't have a place for him anymore. He is entirely alone.
Moving into Section 2, Words of a Stranger. It's right there, in that absolute rock-bottom silence on a freezing cold evening, that a totally chance encounter shifts the entire course of his life.
He meets an old traveler who looks at this broken, defeated Daniel and quietly delivers this absolute gut punch of a truth. Sometimes the longest journey is not across the world, but back home. Just let that sink in for a second. Those words totally bypassed all of Daniel's built-up pride and echoed straight into his heart.
So what happens next internally is absolutely crucial. For the very first time in years, all that anger just kind of melted away. Daniel realized, with this sudden and pretty desperate clarity, that he missed his dad. He actually missed the exact person he'd spent years blaming for everything wrong in his life.
And that brings us to Section 3, the long walk home. Picture a small clay oil lamp just flickering away in a dark, cold room. It's lighting up a piece of ancient parchment as a tearful Daniel sits down to write one final, desperate plea.
This brilliantly illustrates the total surrender of his pride. Think about these words. Father, I don't know if you could forgive me, I don't even know if you still think of me, but if there is any place left for me in your home, I will spend the rest of my life proving that I have changed. I mean, wow, there is zero entitlement here, no demands at all. It's just a broken young man asking for literally the lowest place in a home he once completely threw away.
The actions that follow are so deliberate. First, he folds the letter carefully. Second, right at sunrise, he begins that long walk home. But the third step, that's where the real struggle kicks in. His steps grew heavier with every single mile. And it's important to realize that immense weight dragging his feet, it wasn't the physical distance, not at all. It was the terrifying fear of what was waiting for him at the end of that dusty road.
Step right into Daniel's mind with me for a second. Can you feel the crushing weight of that uncertainty? What if his father had already forgotten him? I mean, what if 4 totally unanswered letters meant he had been completely erased from the family? The tension is just building with every single step. What if forgiveness had come too late? As the sun slowly rises over the familiar hills of his childhood, the house finally comes into view in the distance. And you just know every heartbeat is like a drum pounding with pure anxiety.
Which leads us to Section 4, the open door. As he gets closer and really looks, a sudden, totally breathless realization washes over him. Something about his childhood home is profoundly different.
The front door was open. After years of dead silence, after unanswered letters and bitter, angry departures, the door wasn't just unlocked, it was left wide open.
Daniel literally stops dead in his tracks. His heart just starts racing wildly. Because there, standing right outside, framed by that open door, someone is watching the road, just waiting. Daniel had absolutely no idea, as he stood there freezing in the rain, that the next few moments were going to change his life forever, replacing all that fear with a kind of grace he could never have earned.
This explainer really leaves us with a brilliant visual of redemption, doesn't it? But it also turns the lens right back on us. So I want to leave you with this to chew on today. What long walks home are you afraid to take in your own life? And what open doors might be waiting for your pride to fall? Thanks so much for joining me for today's explainer. I really hope this helped illuminate the deep emotional currents of this amazing story. Keep learning, keep reflecting, and I'll catch you in the next one.